Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is my first official video in YouTube, and I used to trade the FXALEG set and forget strategy, and I used the FXALEG set and forget strategy to analyze a pair last week that gave me enough money, and I took that trade on Euro USD, and I'd like to show you how it went. So you can see from my chart right now, you can see that this is a weekly time frame on Euro USD. So let's analyze this pair and let me show you exactly what I saw. So on the weekly time frame is actually bullish. If you know how to mark out market structure, you will know that the time frame is bullish. So let me show you what I was seeing. So this was the low on the weekly, and this was the high on the weekly, making this time frame bullish. This is the higher high, this is the higher low, right? But one thing I observed from the weekly time frame is that there is this double weekly doji candles, which means that the weekly time frame is already due for a retracement usually, right? So the weekly time frame is actually bullish. So let's check other time frames. The strategy requires you to check if there's at least two time frames in sync, whether the weekly or the daily is in sync, or the daily and the 4 hour in sync, or all three are in sync. So coming over to the daily time frame, you can see that we have that the daily is bearish, and let me show you how the daily looked at the time I saw it. So this was the higher high, this was the higher high, this was the higher low. Price closed above it, making this the new high and making this the new low. So as long as price remain within this range, price is still bullish until price decide to close down. At this candle right here, this is when I saw the market. So I was expecting the market to close below, and when I saw the market, it means that the time frame now turned bearish because now it has closed and created a new low, making this the new lower low and making this the new lower high. So the market on the daily is bearish, and the weekly the market is bullish. We don't have two time frame in sync yet, so we need to check what the 4 hour is doing. So coming over to the 4 hour time frame, if you come over to the 4 hour time frame, you can see that the 4 hour time frame has a lot more market structure, but we can see that this point of support and resistance, price have respected it quite a number of times, and this was the high of the daily of the 4 hour time frame, and this was its low. Technically, what we are looking for here is just a retracement to sell from here, but the entry time frame are the 1 hour right here, the 1 hour, 30 minutes and 15 minutes. So we can't just enter here. You can enter there if you're feeling risky, or you're feeling. Coming over to the 4 hour time, to the daily time frame again, I will show you something I saw that he always talks about. We have this head and shoulder pattern, as you can see right here. We have left, we have the head, and we have the right shoulder right here. So we had the break, and we're expecting a retest to sell, right? That's the way I was seeing it on the daily time frame. And on the 4 hour time frame, which are the two time frame in sync, you can also see that the EMA on the 4 hour time frame was holding price as resistance. So at the time we were seeing the market, which was down here, the EMA was above, holding the market as resistance, right? So the market looks good enough, right? So we can now simply wait for a retracement on the entry time frame, like 1 hour, 30 minutes, or 15, to wait for what we look for, to wait for a shift of structure, and then an engulfing to take the trade. So I took this trade on the 1 hour time frame, and let me explain what I was seeing and my thought process behind the trade. So I was seeing this market from here. This was the high, this was the low, this was the lower low. So I was expecting a retracement from here straight to this area of interest, and an engulfing to take the trade down, right? But price did not actually do that. So price created a new low, this right here. Price created a new low, making this the new lower low, and making this the new lower high. So now that price has closed above the new higher lower high is making this market bullish at this point. We can't actually sell this market until market turn bearish. So this was not the high, this was not the new low. It broke above again. This was now the new higher high. This was now the new higher low. Then as price broke below again, making this market bearish, and the EMA holding this market at resistance, we have a rejection from area of interest, rejection from round psychological level, rejection from structure point of the 1 hour time frame, and also the 4 hour time frame, right? And price closed with a very strong shift. Like this was a very strong candle. I became more confident in taking the trade, right? So this was now the new low. All we need is any form of retracement and engulfing to take the trade. So as I waited for this engulfing. As soon as I saw this engulfing, I entered the trade, put my stop loss above the high right here, and then I set my take profit to be 1:2 at the time, right? But I just set my alert here. I don't put take profit points. I don't put take profit targets because of that's how the strategy works, right? So when my alert got hit, was unable to access my phone at the time. But when I accessed my phone, this was where I saw the market. This was a very fast trade. It was like 6 hours. It was very fast. I didn't expect it. So this was the 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Took my profits and I was done for the week. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a recap for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. And next week, not next week, tomorrow, I'll be analyzing all these pairs, all these 20 pairs. These are the pairs on FXALEXG's watch list, right? Apart from maybe XAU USD, right? All these other pairs, I'll be analyzing them tomorrow, and I'll analyze them and let you know what are going to be the best pairs for you to pay attention for the new week. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe to this channel. Let's see how far I can go. That's pretty much it. Leaving.